Fermin Lopez is an absolute sensation of world football. He's one of those players who have lit up this football summer to its fullest, and he can even be included in the list of contenders for the Ballon d'Or for the outstanding performance at the Olympic Games. Early in the summer of 2023, almost no one knew about the existence of Fermin Lopez, since he had just completed his performances for the Spanish third-tier side Linares. Today, the whole world knows about him because he's the hero of the Olympic Games, the footballer who led the Spanish Olympic squad to gold medals. We think it's high time to find out how the star of Barcelona and the Spanish national team lives. Let's get into it! Fermin Lopez was born on May 11, 2003 in El Campillo, a modest Spanish town with a population of just over 2,000 inhabitants. But the football wizkid spent most of his life in Sevilla and Barcelona, having received invitations from Real Betis and Barca respectively. On July 1st, 2022, our hero inked his first professional contract with Barcelona, and since then, his life has been closely connected with the Blaugrana. As of this moment, his current deal expires in the summer of 2027, though his recent success will earn him a new contract which will definitely be renewed in the coming months. Well, what is known about Fermin's salary and net worth? According to Capology, the Spaniard's weekly salary is 12,115 euros, being one of the lowest salaries in the first team. Only Pablo Torre and Ander Astrolaga receive less. By the way, it amounts to 630,000 euros per year. Obviously, the new contract will feature figures that will be similar to those of Pau Cubarsí, who amid his first successes managed to pen a new deal with a salary of 4 million euros. In other words, we expect Fermin's income to grow 6 times higher than it is now. In fact, Barca want to extend Fermin's contract until the summer of 2030, seeing him as one of the club's key assets. What can we say here? Fermin Lopez is worthy of such recognition. Specialized media outlets value the footballer's net worth at $1 million, but we should expect changes here in the near future, therefore multiplied by 6 times as well. Fermin has other sources of income besides his salary at FC Barcelona. In particular, Lopez is under contract with the American sports equipment manufacturer Under Armour. The footballer wears their boots and advertises the brand's products in his Instagram page, which already boasts 2.8 million followers. Thus, Fermin also serves as one of the most popular new wave football influencers, second only to, that's right, Lamine Yamal. By the way, until recently, Fermin had only 5,000 subscribers, so here it is, the result of many years of work and the charge for success. Now Lopez is a big thing in the #1 game who influences millions of people around the world. Consequently, new sponsorship contracts are only a matter of time. Fermin's net worth is growing and growing. But what does Fermin do with his first big money in his life? Oh, you'll be amazed. Lately, the star of the Spain and Barcelona teams had a talk with Relevo, and we selected some interesting bits from it. Fermin really loves his parents and believes that without their support, he would not have achieved anything. His father worked as a postman for his entire life, while his mother was a fruit picker for Rio Tinto fruit. So, the first thing Fermin decided to do was to realize his life's main dream. I had already bought a car for my father, the Blaugrana prospect tells Relevo. He was very excited, but we both deserve to experience these moments. It's a nice car. Fermin, you said before that you'd like for your parents to stop working. Did you achieve this? Relevo journalists asked. Yes, I achieved it. Starting this summer, they will come with me to Barcelona. They deserve it. This is the best news. One can conclude that the lad has purchased a family home in Barcelona or in the suburbs, which is why this move is happening now. Fermin also revealed that he has a representative agency that helps him with his career development and investments, which is why he's very conscious about his finances and new opportunities offered by a professional football career. He is equally committed to his studies, noting that he plans to get a university degree in 2025. Overall, Fermin remains very humble and does not seem to lose his head because of the fame he has earned through his performances on the pitch. Now you are recognized on the streets. Do you lack anonymity? The journalist asks. Yes, maybe I do. Fermín replies. For me, I've always liked being a little more normal, simple. I know that playing for Barca and going to the national team, it's normal that people know me. Now going to the store or the movies is a bit of a risky move. It's hard to have a normal life, but I'm getting used to it. Among the factors behind his progress, Fermín names two things: a lot of gym and food. Positive eating habits were instilled in him in La Masia, and he still sticks to them. In his free time, the 21-year-old likes to have fun playing PlayStation. His favorite partners in this activity are Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. According to Fermín, he constantly beats them. Shall we believe him? And does he have a car for himself, you may ask? And we will answer, yep. Fermín does have his own car and a license too. By the way, the car brand is Cupra. Its model is Cupra Formentor VZ5 Bat, and it's basically a club car, since Barca have a sponsorship agreement with the car manufacturer. Nevertheless, you can be sure that soon Fermín will be enjoying getting a new car for himself. Does he have a girlfriend? Is Fermín dating, or is he still single? Well, we have the answer for that too. Fermín is dating a Spanish model, Berta Gallardo, who is a year younger than the performer, being 20 years old. Berta has 56,000 followers on Instagram and 11,000 on TikTok, so she also works as an influencer. Her net worth is estimated at $100,000. It's not known when they started dating, but some sources say that 2023 was a breakthrough year in their relationship. It's worth appreciating Fermín's taste. Berta is a gorgeous lady indeed. Fermín lives by the principle his parents and uncle Miri taught him on the streets of El Campillo. Never look back, only move forward. And our hero has been doing well in this regard. Okay, it's time to get to know the amazing football journey that Fermin Lopez has taken and why the whole world adores the native of El Campillo. In fact, Fermin Lopez is a player who probably shouldn't be on the front pages of the world media outlets right now. He could have already ended his career as a professional footballer, wandering the streets of any European city trying to find himself. And no, this is not an exaggeration. After the first successes at Real Betis youth team and an invitation to La Masia, where he also managed to shine, Fermín faced huge problems with the switch to senior football. Some Barcelona coaches were concerned about the lad's lack of physique. He was very short and his muscles were not developed enough. He was the worst player at Barca athletic training camp ahead of the 2022-23 campaign, so it was decided to send Lopez on loan to Spanish third-tier side Linares Deportivo. It would seem that this is the point in your career at which you can just give up, especially given the progress of your peers, who were once in the same team with Fermín. At that time, Xavi Simons, Gavi and Balde had already reached their first significant successes. However, Fermín was of a different opinion, delivering a strong season in which he proved himself as the leader of the new team, followed by a well-deserved return to Barcelona. Once the guy came back, everyone immediately noticed improvements in his physique and change in his mentality. Consequently, Lopez was given a chance to go through the beginning of the preseason tour with Barca's first team, headed by Xavi. By the way, this chance might not have happened, since Fermín was no longer supposed to be a Barcelona representative in July 2023. Mundo Deportivo recently shocked everyone with the story of Barcelona and the Polish club Raków Częstochowa reaching an agreement over Fermín Lopez's move in April 2023. The transfer fee was supposed to be worth a modest 600,000 euros, but things took a different turn due to one fateful decision both the player and Barca must be thankful for. The matter is that Raków appointed a new head coach, and the newly arrived David Schwarga blocked the transfer, believing that the Spaniard would not fit into his team. Oh, and how right he was! After all, Fermín's place was at Barcelona. In the summer of 2023, the Blaugrana training camp was only talking about a new top talent. And indeed, Fermín Lopez introduced himself to the whole world rather quickly. It happened on July 30th, 2023 during El Clásico, the biggest clash on the elite football scene. Back then, Lopez came on as a substitute and managed to nail a tremendous goal, shocking Courtois. Then, the lad passed the ball to Ferran Torres, who made the score 3-0. An impressive victory for the Catalans and a truly sensational display for Fermín. Fermín proved to absolutely all his haters and naysayers that he indeed has Barca material and is willing to compete for a place in the main roster. The numbers were quite impressive for his debut season. 43 appearances, 11 goals, and 1 assist. He had a total of 1,948 minutes of action, and it took him an average of 162 minutes per goal. Only Lewandowski netted more goals than Fermín during the season. A truly shocking fact to say the least, but it proved Xavi right. López and his profile were needed by Barcelona, and Fermín has a future at the club. Fermín's achievements were noticed in the Spanish national and Olympic teams. Thus, the player was called up to compete in both the Euros and the Olympics. Barcelona supporters were afraid of repeating the Pedro case that saw the young Spaniard record the longest season in football history with 70 appearances in the 2020-21 campaign and a string of injuries that hasn't stopped since. However, the situation is a bit different for Fermín. He was not Barcelona's first-choice performer, nor was he the first choice at the European Championship, having only 28 minutes on the pitch against Albania, and it was only at the Olympic Games that Lopez was given the full opportunity to reveal his entire potential. And what a stunning, absolutely sensational display he provided! Physically, I feel fine. During the year, I've worked hard to get to the Olympics in perfect condition. Fermín claimed in an interview with Relevo ahead of the Grand Tournament. Eventually, everyone was convinced that the Blaugrana midfielder was telling the pure truth. The football part of the competition at the Olympics served as a playground for Fermin Lopez, who managed to emerge as the tournament's MVP and the main reason why Spain, after triumphing in the Euros, was able to take the Olympic gold medals too. But with what magnificence it was achieved, it's just unbelievable. 21-year-old Fermin Lopez sets a new record as Spain's all-time leading goal scorer in Olympic history. 6 games, 6 goals, 1 assist, wrote the world media. It should also be mentioned at what stages Fermín made his mark with accurate shots. In the group stage, our hero became the man of the match against the Dominican Republic. A goal plus assist, which helped to secure a 3-1 victory. Then there was a fantastic game against Japan. Lopez made a brace, and just have a look at goals he produced. The first one is an impressive shot from the left foot, and then a rocket shot from outside the box. Just bravo! The semi-final against Morocco was no less memorable for the Furia Roja midfielder. A 2-1 win, with Fermín delivering 2 goals, first scoring himself and then giving an assist to Juanlo. And eventually the final in Paris, where the toughest battle with the hosts of the tournament took place and where Fermín's efforts in the form of a brace helped the country to capture their gold medals. A 3-5 triumph in one of the best finals in the history of football competitions at the Olympic Games. This event marked a logical fairy tale for Fermín Lopez. Again, he could have begun this season in the Polish league, but thanks to a twist of fate, he completed it as a key player for Barcelona under Xavi, as well as becoming the European champion and winning the Olympic gold. By the way, he also broke the team's curse in this competition, which had lasted since 1992, when Spain's U23 team last won Olympic gold. 32 years later, and here he is, 21-year-old Fermín Lopez with 6 goals leading La Roja to victory. A truly incredible story. Leave us a like if you're happy about Spain's victory at the Olympics and admire Fermín's performance. Folks, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, share your delight with Fermín's game in the comments down below, and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to check out the suggested videos. Bye bye!